Hey, good morning, brothers and sisters. What a beautiful day it is here, a beautiful Tuesday morning here in Gastonia. I'm coming to you with a request. I'm wondering if you can set aside a few minutes here and just respond to this quick survey that's included in this email. I was talking to my son the other day as we're trying to navigate his decision making and our family's decision making during this unique season in life. And we were talking about the realities, these Sherpas that lead people up Mount Everest, and how valuable it is to have someone who has gone before you and blazed the trail and knows what trail to take and knows the path that's ahead, the pathway forward. And we were talking about the reality of how hard it is to navigate this time without someone who's done these things or made these decisions that we're going through, how hard it is to open a school in this situation, or lead a nation, or reopen a congregation without someone who says, well, here's what we did, here's how we did it, here's where we took a misstep, here's what we did that was a great idea, and give us that pathway forward. We've all chosen mentors and leaders in our life that have blessed us by their wisdom and their experience. And one of the challenges that many of us are facing in this time is not having that guide, that mentor, someone who's navigated a pandemic like this before and can give us guidance. So we're finding our way through it. The elders and I are going to be meeting on Thursday evening to talk about our pathway forward. What is next for Southminster as the state of North Carolina moves into phase 3 and we consider how to continue reopening our congregation. Here's what I'm going to ask for. What I'm seeing in society is people are kind of finding their way into what I'm going to call one of 3 lanes. There's a lane of folks who are ready to reopen everything and go full speed ahead. There's the lane of folks who are, faring well with the precautions that we have in place. And there are those who are strictly and strongly quarantining. And what I'm seeing in society and in other relationships and conversations is people are picking a lane and kind of demonizing folks in other lanes. And what I want to encourage us as a congregation is not to be a reflection of society, but to be a light in it, to be different and to be distinct. We recognize that we're all picking a lane for different reasons. We're all making the choices we're making, maybe because of some employment needs or some health needs, or we all have a different context and we all have different parameters and considerations to take in our decision of what lane is the right lane for us. And what we want to do as a church is be what I'm going to call a 3-lane church. The things we're doing to try and offer some things online and on campus, we're trying to hit multiple lanes. I recognize that there are several congregations that are just picking a lane and they're moving forward and they're making their decision, whether it's full open or, kind of a pseudo opening with a lot of precautions, or completely digital. And what I'm seeing is that a lot of people are feeling left out of the lane their church is in. Maybe they're not comfortable being full open, or maybe they need more than just digital experience. And so to be a 3-lane church, to be honest with you, is a lot more work and a lot more effort. Even the things we're doing to have an on-campus service and a digital service and the live stream and Zoom classes and on-campus offerings, it's multiplying our work. But I want to assure you, as your pastor, and I know I speak for many leaders in our congregation, we're willing to do that work to be a 3-lane church, to put in the extra effort to get our congregation through this time and get us through well. If you would take a few minutes to fill out this survey, that would give us the information and the insight we need to help us kind of assess where our congregation is right now, what lane people are in, and how we need to prepare to go forward. So I would greatly appreciate that. I want to leave us with a little illustration here. I don't know if you've been to the base of Crowder's Mountain. I can't remember exactly what trail it's on, but there's a little fork in the road. There's 2 paths forward. One is a pretty steep incline. It's about 0.8 of a mile. The other is a more gradual incline, about 2.5 miles long. Both will take you to the summit, to the pinnacle. And it's just a decision about which is your preferred path. And I don't know about you, maybe you know this point in the road that I'm talking about. I don't know about you, but there's been times I came to that point in the road, and depending on who was with me and how much time I had and how I was feeling, I took the shorter path with a little more intense incline, and there another time I took the longer path with a more gradual incline. It just depended on what was going on in my life and that situation, who was with me, what time I had. That depended the path, or that influenced the path that I took. We're kind of in that situation now. We need to avoid the trap of questioning others' path, and we need to realize we need to pick our path, and we need to hope that we all come together at the summit, that we meet together at the pinnacle. And that's what we want to do as a congregation, help each other journey whatever path you're on to the pinnacle, all get through this well together. And so if you will take a few minutes today and just fill out this survey, I would greatly appreciate it. Probably take you less time than it took you to watch this video. I believe the survey is set up. I've tested it a few times. You guys know I'm not a super techie. We're learning a lot of things, but I believe it's set up that you can click multiple options. Once you click on an option, it'll say thank you for your response. You kind of have to go back to the survey. It's a little cumbersome, but I'd appreciate it if you'd take the time to do it and give the elders and the officers and I the information we need to make wise decisions about going forward. Hey, God bless you all. This is a unique season, but God is in control. God is good, and God will carry us through. And I hope you all have a great day and a wonderful week. Hope to see you online for Bible study tomorrow or on campus for worship on Sunday. Have a blessed day.